to then have the final, okay? Okay. So, first of all, I would like to review I would like to ensure that you remember the hybrid themes. Okay? So, we have 4 hybrid themes, right? So, and you are 3. Okay, so Georgios, tell me 2.
Antecedent and continuation, compound basic idea and continuation.
Very good. Okay. Any special feature of each one of them that you can?
They have only one basic idea. It appears only once.
And the other, antecedent and continuation? Maybe a difference to an antecedent and consequent.
Difference, antecedent, and consequent. Well, in the previous one, in the compound basic, well, between them, one has one cadence, the other has 2 cadences. That's the difference. Now, only one basic idea, I think, is the most important. It doesn't reappear.
No. That's fine. That's good. I would say no, it's fine. It's okay as it is. It's fine. Iris, give me another one, can you?
So you just said hybrid, you just said antecedent plus
antecedent plus
right?
continuation,
and then
and compound basic idea, plus consequent,
Plus consequent. Okay, so compound basic idea plus continuation.
Okay, good.
No.
No.
I said that. I didn't say
You said consequent. You didn't say consequent.
No.
Then okay, so then compound basic idea plus consequent.
Very good. And Anna?
Antecedent and cadential.
Very good. Okay, that's fine. There we are. Okay. For tomorrow, okay? For tomorrow, write, because tomorrow we have practical, so practice writing in these 4 hybrid theme types, okay? So, because I will ask you to do it in the lesson, and then I will put you on another spot if you didn't understand it, and standing on the dominant as well. Just practice a bit of standing on the dominant. I might ask you something to do with standing on the dominant. Okay. So, now we start with the lesson of today. So, the first thing I would like to start giving to you is the definition of a cadential, of a deceptive cadence. What's the definition according to Kaplan? The plain, flat, dry definition. So, he said, a deceptive cadence is the failure to realize an implied authentic cadence by replacing the final tonic with another harmony. See that it says another harmony, not another chord. Another harmony. And this replacement is normally done with the placing of the 6th degree or the 1st degree, the tonic, on the 1st inversion. But it can be done with anything. I will give examples in which it's done with other things. Which nonetheless, this replacement is not a completion of the cadence, nonetheless represents the end of the current cadential progression. I will show you examples of everything, so don't worry, but I automatically draw your attention now, to 2 extremely close together concepts. One is a deceptive cadence, and another one is a deceptive resolution, which is not the same thing. Okay? To have a deceptive cadence, you need to have two things aligned. The syntaxis of the phrase ending, in ending the phrase besides the chorus, let's say the melodic line, ending in the same place, the deceptive cadential progression, which is not the deceptive cadence, ends too. So what is a deceptive cadential? Can you exemplify, Georgios, a deceptive cadential progression for Iris and Anna? Very easy one.
It would be on the 8th bar where we would expect a tonic, because we would expect a perfect authentic cadence. 4, 5, 1. We will not have a tonic, we have something else. 6.
It's
on the 8th bar.
And what do you have before? What do you have before, for example? Just 3 chords given.
So let's say it's a cadential. So 5th bar tonic, 6th bar subdominant, 7th bar dominant, 8th bar not tonic, something else. 6th.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. It can be, you can have an acceleration of the harmonic rhythm, right? And without having it in any bar, you could have something like this. 2nd, 5th, 6th. No? That would be another. Okay, so you have 3 possible deceptive cadential resolutions in terms of harmonies used. Anna, which ones are them? We have just said them. The deceptive cadence can end in what?
In the tonic? In the tonic.
In which harmony?
Ay, espera, que me sale.
Yeah, there are 3. There is one for each one of you, so don't worry. So, Edith.
The cadences, you mean the deceptive?
The last harmony of the deceptive cadence can be 3 different things.
Okay, it can be the first one in first inversion,
Good,
the tonic at first.
Good, very good. That's one option.
Okay.
Anna?
The second inversion?
No.
It's not clear, I don't understand.
Yeah, there are 3. I will show you an example, don't worry.
Okay.
It's the 6. The 6. Yeah? So you can have this. You can have. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Okay, the typical. Now, Iris is one. Yeah? And Georgios, which is the last one.
Can you tell me before that? Is it 3 types of deceptive what?
No, it's not 3 types. It's 3 possible types of ending for a deceptive cadence.
Endings. Okay.
Yeah. Endings or last chord. There is no strong concept. So I will show you an example of the one. Georgios, yes. Which one is the last one? The third one.
I think only in the minor, the 3rd.
That's true. Yeah, the 3rd. But we consider the 6th and the 3rd kind of the. Yeah, the 3rd. But the 3rd is fine. It could be the relative minor or the relative major, but it's conceptually kind of the same fluctuation.
I don't know.
In terms of the concept, the 6th and the 3rd, in the minor, okay, because the 3rd in the minor is the relative major, so it's similar, the effects. If we go, for example, we are. Sorry. And then. No, sorry. No, you're right. It's a different one. No, the 3rd one, no, you're right. You are right. The 3rd one would be the 3rd type. Yeah, the 3rd type. So
what do you think?
Sorry?
What were you going to say instead of the 3rd?
Anything else. Could be anything else.
So the one that Anna said too. Would they not count as the third type, as one of the three types?
No, the three types are the first one in first inversion, the 6, right? And or anything else.
So
what you said falls on anything else.
So what Anna said, 2, does not fall on anything else. Although I cannot imagine a cadence with 2.
What did Anna say?
2.
The second degree?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. But I didn't hear you saying that, and I'm sorry.
On the second one, is not correct?
It could be one
The
case.
second degree?
Yes, but
Although
the
I
concept
cannot...
is not that one. The concept is on anything else.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we have an infinite amount of
Yeah.
It's the 6, the first in 6 inversion. And why do we segregate them? Because they are the most common ones, right?
Yeah.
They worth being mentioned because it will be mostly that, or anything else in a third place, So the most common deceptive cadence, the one that defines by, in English we have, in Spanish we have a word that is by antonomasia. Antonomasia means that is an example so strong that it defines the concept. Is the 6th. Es una definición por antonomasia. Si uno piensa, if one thinks about the deceptive cadence, you think 5th, 6th. That's the deceptive cadence.
Yeah.
Then, the first inversion is a very usual second chance. And anything else is far less common. Though still another option. Okay, I would like to cover all the notes. First, and then I will start with examples. So another note I made, is that the deceptive cadence, the same as the incomplete authentic cadence, provides a temporary goal, provides a sense of partial closure. Kaplan doesn't mention it like that, but I think it's a nice way of saying it clearly. A partial closure, which means that maybe if we are trying to extend a phrase, but it's like when you write something in literature, and the sentence becomes just too long, and it's too confusing, and you need a comma or you need something there to then be able to continue with the same already long phrase. The deceptive cadence helps you, because it gives a certain breathing, to the musical impulse, Nevertheless, is non-conclusive, so it gives both things, a sense of closure of what happened before, but a sense of there is still something to happen. Both things at the same time. So it's a very special device. It gives closure, but at the same gives space for a little bit more. And you will see yes, curious.
So he uses it. He mentions them in the helping the terminology. In the post-cadential, I missed the word. Material, how does he use it?
Post-cadential standing on the dominant.
No.
Post-cadential closing section.
No, that's after tonic. What are they?
Post-cadential functions.
Yeah. Yes. He uses them. He uses the deceptive cadence. That's where it appears in the book as a means for a post-cadential function.
Yes, and other things as well. I gave you, now I will give examples for different things, apart from that one, which is true.
I'm waiting.
Good.
I wait for the other things then. Okay.
Good. But keep a note on a side, just in case it doesn't. So, that's another thing it does, And then, the deceptive cadence is a favorite device for extending the form. Whenever we talk about extensions in phrase deviations, extensions, automatically, we might be talking about a deceptive cadence in order to trigger the extension. Okay, so it's important that you have it attached. Doesn't mean that an extension can only be done through a deceptive cadence. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that a very good device to insert an extension is a deceptive cadence. Okay, particularly in minuets or second movements. Not so often in sonata forms, in first movement, in which case the evaded cadence, will be the mostly used for cadential, for extending cadential purposes, Nevertheless, the deceptive cadence for extending the continuation, for example, is good too, in both types, in first movement or second movement. Okay. Then, so I give you the definition. Okay, so I cover the notes. So I will start with the examples. Okay, so can you replay the notes? Georgios?
Replay the notes.
Yeah, can you mention them again? So these three notes I gave you about the deceptive cadence. So one is the definition. The other ones are the different conclusions of the deceptive cadence. Yeah, the sixth, the first inversion of the tonic, etc.
So yeah, deceptive cadence is. I don't want to start with when, but I will say when. When we replace the tonic of a cadence with a different harmony. The three different endings could be in the order of frequency. The sixth, the tonic in first inversion, and then anything else. Then, why is it used? It's used as a comma, where it partially ends the phrase, but the sentence, but it allows space for a little bit more. And that's it.
And that's it. Very good. Now, to have a deceptive cadence, do you see my blackboard, my whiteboard?
Yes.
Good. To have a deceptive cadence, you need this to happen. You need a phrase, which is syntax. Okay? To finish.
I don't see what you're writing.
You don't see? None of you?
I see white.
No, me neither.
Nothing.
Okay, don't worry. So, you see only white?
Mm-hmm.
Because my screen is paused. Now?
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes?
Yeah.
So, okay. So you need these two things to happen. The syntagsis and the harmonic progression should both finish there. Yes?
I don't understand what the letters are. Sorry.
No worries. Let me just... Yeah, my letters are not right. I totally acknowledge the observation. So...
You said this syntaxis and
This is...
harmony, no? No.
Yes.
Yes, no? That has to be opposite.
Syntax and harmony.
What's the first?
This is phrase. Okay, phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the phrase needs to finish there. Otherwise, what would you have, Georgios?
Deceptive resolution.
A deceptive resolution, which is used as well for these extensions, for this phrase deviations, but it's not the same thing. Yeah, it's a different thing. It comes in pairs, but it's not the same thing. I will tell you about it later. So we stop this share. Okay, let me just close my doors so we have concentration. Okay. One minute. That's it. We start with examples. Okay. So we are going to exemplify the last case. Now, when it ends on something else, which is kind of hard. Yeah. When it ends on something else. So we go here. Okay, and we go to page 55. Okay. Sorry, we go to page 153. One second. Just let me see. Sorry for this. I don't understand why it doesn't let me write on the. So 153. That's it. So we go to this one. Yeah, 153. Example 5.5. Right. And then this is an example of ending on a 6. Sorry, ending on a 6. Yeah. Just an example of the deceptive cadence of the traditional one. Yeah. And in this case, if we see the structure, yeah, now we're going to listen to it as well. So over here.
Which page, sorry?
Page 153, example 5.5. Okay, and now I will play it back to you. Example 5.5.
Hmm?
You saw it? Good, one more time. So what happens is that it fosters the repetition of the contrasting idea, but with a sense of closure, yeah, and also it allows the reaching of the climax, which is La, yeah, because before we didn't have it.
Sorry, hi Fernanda. Yes. Are you having fun? No. Your sound is a bit like. Is it? Okay. Now it's better. No. It's horrible. It's horrible. No? No, I don't know. No, weird. Oh, it's saturating. Okay, one second. Very weird, sorry, because I can't really hear myself, so I don't know what's going on. The microphone seems alright, so I will check it in my settings. Okay, let me end the session and call you again. I end the
Session and call you again. Hello? Hello? Just 1 second. Okay, how is it now?
Ah, much better.
Now it's fine. Can you tell Georgios to rejoin because I don't have WhatsApp?
Yep.
Yeah, can you tell Georgios someone
Yep.
on WhatsApp? Okay.
Ya está.
Okay, so wait for him. That's fine. Georgios? No. Here.
No.
Hello, Georgios.
Yes.
We are back on track. That's fine. So, look, sorry, I don't know what happened, but we continue. So basically, let's listen to this one again. So it's 5/5. Okay, 5/5. So 5/5. Okay. All good? So can you hear the deceptive cadence? Yeah? And also, can you see that this deceptive cadence helps to reintroduce the contrasting idea with a further, more powerful cadential device that allows us to reach the climax? Yes.
We cannot see the score if you're showing, by the way.
Okay. 1 second. That's it. Okay. Good. So you see that it reaches the climax, yeah? Here. Okay. That before it didn't. Yeah. If you check this part, the climax wasn't reached. The climax meaning the top high note, okay, of the phrase. So that's the effect of this cadence. I would like to introduce you to a case in which the end of the deceptive cadence is a, let me see,
Okay, I will hang up and go on Korean.
now it's better, right? Very good. So the other example is this one. I will do it like this. I will use the link in here, so I do it quickly. Okay, so it's 7:11. Okay, look at this example. This example, right? So in this example, 7:11, yeah, the deceptive cadence, yeah, which is here, deceptive cadence, yeah, it's not, okay, it's not it's neither the 6th nor the 3rd nor the first one in first inversion, yeah, but it is something else. Okay, can you see it?
Huh.
Iris, are you there?
No.
Iris is not here, right?
No.
Can you tell Iris to join?
Yes. Ah, she's waiting.
Ah, okay.
She left.
That's it. Okay, let's see. Iris. That's it. Iris. So
I was waiting.
no worries, sorry. So basically, the other thing is here in this example, sorry, the deceptive cadence, yeah, used to repeat the continuation, yeah, to introduce another continuation, okay, is used, involves a harmony which is none of the harmonies we have discussed before, okay, it's the sixth of the second, okay, so we have a clear example. Sorry, Georgios?
Seventh of the second, yeah?
The seventh of the second, exactly. Seventh of the second, yeah, which is certainly not the what we were used to listen to before. Okay. So having said that, I should show you the example. Let's see if we are lucky enough to not have a total collision. So 7, 11, 7. Okay, so look, you know what we are going to do? Georgios, can you do me a favor so we don't have the issue we had just now with the audio?
I'll do it.
Exactly, can you do it? So I'll give you, let me give you the URL, yeah? So please, Georgios, stop the share and I will allow everyone to share.
So I share screen. So I share some computer.
Multiple participants can share simultaneously, so it's no problem.
Yeah. So nice. Okay.
It's remarkable, actually, to see how well it works in terms of the effect. Yeah, we don't miss the effect of the other options of the deceptive cadence. Yeah, it's exactly the same effect. Yeah, as if the harmony was the same. Yeah, so it's actually a very revealing example of what we are saying. And I want to ask you a question, yeah, that will blend with this somehow. You will find it a bit out of context, yeah, but it still makes sense. Can a basic idea have a cadence?
No.
No. In what way that relates to the presentation phrase?
There is no cadence in the presentation phrase.
Because there are two basic ideas. Exactly. Put that in the notes as well. Good. Okay? This is very important because we always said it as a must when I explained the first time. The presentation can't, no? Like we said, the presentation can't have anything else but a prolongation of the tonic, right? Remember? But this goes further. Yeah? This goes a bit further. It's not that we have to oblige it. It naturally doesn't have a cadence because the basic idea, the concept of basic idea is non-cadential. It's a non-cadential concept. Yeah, you shouldn't have a cadence on the basic idea if it's well written. The basic idea. Okay. Okay. So I have another. So in this example that we've said, yeah, this example comes from a rounded binary. Yeah, a rounded binary is a small ternary form, like the ones I made you write very roughly. Yeah, when we were doing the exercises. Yeah. So basically, this one allows. If we check A prima, yeah, this deceptive cadence here allows this continuation to kick in and resolve. Yeah. Okay, so that's the purpose of this deceptive cadence here. So it doesn't extend the phrase. You see, it just allows another phrase to kick in. Okay, which makes this A prima to be more, makes it more acquire, no, a size that is best for this sort of equilibrium, yeah, between the A and the A prima.
So what do we consider this phrase? Continuation, the second continuation separate to the...
Yeah, it's an A prima. Remember that the A prima are non-conventional. It's a non-conventional type sometimes. Yeah, so it's not a sentence. It's not a hybrid. It's not. Yeah, so it would be. Yeah, it could be an extent. No, in a way, it's true. It's an extension of the continuation, but not in the sense of a conventional theme, but in the sense of creating a balance between the A prima and everything that happens before. Yeah, it's not just. You will see in another example that deceptive cadences are used in compound themes to keep the equilibrium, and compound themes are not non-conventional themes. Yeah. So in this case, it's just part of this non-conventional theme, yeah, which doesn't have a thesis and an antithesis, yeah, like for example, the antecedent and the consequent, or the compound basic idea and the continuation. Yeah? This is like something else. You see, you have just a basic idea and then a huge continuation. Yeah, it's not about the equilibrium of this theme of the A prima. It's about the equilibrium of the entire the entire ternary. Yeah. In terms of A, B, and the A prima. But the most important thing from this example is that this proves that you don't need to end necessarily on the 6th or on the first inversion of the tone. Okay. So now I'm going to show you another use of the deceptive cadence. Yeah, and this is the Codata. Yeah, the use in a Codata. Yeah, sometimes a Codata after a perfect authentic cadence can be harmonized with a deceptive cadence harmonic progression. Look what I said, a deceptive cadential harmonic progression, which doesn't need to be necessarily a deceptive cadence. Yeah, we're going to see an example. So the example is on Georgios, please get ready 522. Can you?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. You got 522, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me check it myself first. $522. Perfect. Yes. Can you play it, please?
Yeah.
I will stop the sharing of the screen. You can share it.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah.
Okay. Go. Okay. Let me see one more time. Can you play it again, please?
I can play it again.
Perfect. I will share my screen now. Okay, so what is remarkable about this deceptive resolution, okay, what is remarkable about this deceptive resolution is that it's not used in this case to kick in the framing function. You understand that, Iris? Normally, yeah, so far we've seen examples in which the deceptive cadence is the trigger of the extension, yeah? But in here is a device within the extension, okay? And what is the purpose of that deceptive cadence? What do you think it is facilitating?
To the Codata, no?
The Codata was already kicked in by the perfect authentic case, but why do you think he placed there a deceptive resolution? And then we check why is a deceptive resolution and not a deceptive cadence.
So we could continue with the melody. It's there where it starts again. I'm not sure if it's related to that.
No, it's, yes, I mean, taking into account the size of the first Codata, no? And the thematic side, the thematic profile of this Codata, which is fairly complex in relation to the next Codatas, yeah? I would say that deceptive cadence adds depth to that repetition.
Resolution.
Deceptive resolution, yes. Sorry. Adds depth yeah, to this first Codata repetition that otherwise would be too repetitive, the repetition, yeah, it would be too monotonous, not repetitive, too monotonous, yeah, to have 3 Codatas that are exactly the same harmonically plus 2 that are also exactly the same harmonically. That doesn't mean that you always have to do this. That means that Mozart chose to do it, yeah. It somehow refined the closing section by incorporating this deceptive resolution. Okay, we need also to acknowledge that it's a fairly complex closing section, yeah, because of the motivic content of this closing section, which goes a bit against the definition of a closing section, no? Which needs to be a bit more simple, yeah. So that's why the deceptive resolution also finds a place within these fragments. Georgios, why do we call this? Why do you think we are calling this deceptive resolution and not deceptive cadence?
Because the cadence has already occurred. It's perfect. This is part of a progression after the cadence.
Exactly. Remember, and aligning with that, yeah, with 2 concepts that need to be present with the deceptive cadence. What Georgios says relates to the grouping, the concept of grouping. The deceptive cadence, all the elements within the deceptive cadence, including the last harmony, okay, groups backwards. Okay, so when you do the bracket, it groups with what happens before. Okay, while this deceptive resolution actually kind of groups what happened before, yeah, but it doesn't find an end in there. It doesn't syntactically speaking, yeah, it's not aligned, yeah, with what's going on motivically, yeah. A good way to check that up is to isolate the melodic line. If you isolate the melodic line, you will see that the progress of the melodic line doesn't align with a finish in there, yeah. So that's why one of the elements is missing. Okay, so we are going to, this was example 522. Very good. I would like to see another example. Okay, and if you can go, Georgios, while I find it myself too, to 8.7, can you? Page 274. No, sorry, that's what I should do. Example 8.7.
8.7.
Yes.
Okay, tell me when.
Okay, so it's this example, okay? So you need to pay attention, right? This example 8.7. This is a deceptive resolution, okay? I will tell you where it is, the deceptive resolution. It is here, okay?
Bar 14. Bar 14.
Okay, and let's listen to it. So I will stop my share.
Here.
Myself now. So here is a very nice again small binary, yeah. It's called small binary because A is repeated in the same way as it was exposed, yeah. So basically it requires a repetition da capo, yeah. And the contrasting B, yeah, it's a half cadence, it ends on half cadence. And then we have a new idea, yeah, which somehow kicks in the 6th Yeah, so it resolves, but when you listen to the piece, you can see clearly, yeah, that syntactically is not finishing there. Yeah, I think it's a very good example of a deceptive resolution in that sense. Yeah. Any questions, Anna or Iris?
Why is this there?
Why?
Why deceptive resolution there? What purpose? What does it change?
What does
Why not perfect resolution? Why did they use why did he, whoever?
Why? Yeah, because we can try and check. The contrasting middle, yeah, it's not a standing on the dominant, right? It's based on the tonic again, you see? So in that sense, it's not very harmonically contrasting. So I believe that this sixth here, yeah, allows an enrichment of this contrasting middle, probably. Yeah, so that's why, again, in the same sense, a contrasting middle that is quite long, yeah, again, it has a half cadence, it's quite long, but it didn't really settle, yeah, on anything distant from E. So I think it's a good choice to add a bit of color, yeah, to the.
That's what yeah, just to call.
Yeah.
But it's not functional. It's not.
No. It's not functional. It's just it's eminently harmonic. It's eminently harmonic. Functionally speaking, this is a new idea, and then there is a cadence, and the cadence somehow relates to a new idea, but nothing. Yeah, nothing. It's a pure choice of taste. No? So then I would like to show you a couple of examples of deceptive cadences which have the repetition, yeah, of a continuation cadential idea. Yeah. So let me see. Can you, Georgios, find the 610, please?
Tell me when.
I will introduce it a bit so no one gets confused. This is a compound theme. Yeah, so again, you haven't learned compound themes yet, but you already learned the basics. So it's a compound basic, it's a compound theme, meaning that we have a compound basic idea twice, yeah, so that adds up to 8 bars, yeah, and then we have a continuation cadential, which is 4 bars long, yeah, with a deceptive cadence. The deceptive cadence here has a function that is structural, yeah, of the theme, because if we didn't have this, we wouldn't be able to repeat the continuation cadential, and therefore we would have a very unbalanced compound theme. Remember the compound theme, yeah. So remember, the compound themes are not non-conventional themes; they are conventional themes, yeah. So therefore they are symmetric. They are well balanced. So the way Mozart found to achieve the 8 bars in the second half of this compound theme, yeah, is by repeating the continuation, yeah, with a deceptive cadence here, facilitating it, yeah. It works like a compound sentence, yeah. It's a compound sentence with a presentation, with a compound basic idea, yeah, and a compound continuation.
Yeah.
Okay, so Georgios, you can play it. I will stop sharing my screen.
Opa. I'm not sharing it. Sorry.
But look, try to do that, because in that way I can continue sharing my screen, I guess.
You can still hear it well?
Yeah, it was fine. Let's see.
Okay.
Giorgios, share it again, but share your screen so Iris and Anna can listen to it better. Yeah, because it's.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Giorgios. So in this deceptive cadence, we already explained the reason for it. Do you have any questions, Iris, Anna, Giorgios? No? Okay. So we're going to move into the next example. So the next example will be page 321. Let me check it myself first. It's the 10-8. Yeah. 10-8.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same situation. The cadential repetition is allowed by the deceptive cadence, you see. So here we are, let me check we are in an exposition. We are in a main theme of an exposition. So it's nice.
This example, let me tell you a bit about it. In the exposition, you're just very asking about the first movements and the sounds.
Yes?
Good. Can you speak a bit because
My sound is bad again?
now it's good.
No, Georgios was asking me about how to work with the first movements of the sonatas, no? Because what is the first theme? What is the here it explores that, no? The exposition of the sonata, for example, and then we have two main themes. Yeah, two main themes in the exposition of the sonata, and the two main themes are in the tonic. You see? So we have a main theme here, with all its alterations, and then we have a main theme too, a compound basic idea, As we said, the compound basic idea achieves 8 bars, and the continuation cadential needs to be extended, so it can be symmetrical to the first one, okay? So we're going to listen to Giorgios' exemplification. So it is 10-8, Giorgios, 10-8.
Yeah. Okay.
You can share the screen, Giorgios.
I am sharing the screen, no?
No. No, because I am not. Yes, stop it, because I was sharing the screen. Sorry. You can share the screen now. example. This one. So this one by I think it's by Haydn. No, by Mozart actually. By Mozart. Yeah, it's another one of the same situation. Yeah. As I said before, I have a whole hour to continue with this lesson. Yeah. And we already elapsed the time of the session today. So next lesson will be on deceptive cadence again. Georgios, you can wait until next lesson to finish the report, yeah, because we are not finished. So yeah, I'm seeing that we will have maybe another 5 lessons on evaded cadence, deceptive cadence, and abandoned cadence before we can move into compound themes. Now, the good thing about this approach, and I think I opted for, is that somehow by sitting on these building blocks, yeah, there are no more building blocks. For example, when we finish with this, there are no more building blocks. We will start seeing variations of the same thing. Even the next chapter, compound themes, at the end of the day, is based on what we have already seen. So you can rest assured that when we finish this first section of your learning, yeah,